The Lucy Show. Starring Lucille Ball. Co-starring Vivian Vance.
You talked us into getting these volunteer fire department uniforms. Oh, I'll bet we're the best-dressed volunteer fire department in the whole county.
Yeah.
We were a smash in the Founders Day parade. You know, we got almost as many whistles as the drum majorettes.
Yeah, that's right.
The only trouble is, marching in formation, you can't turn around to see who's doing the whistling.
No.
There you are, all ready for the meeting, Captain.
Thanks, Lieutenant.
Ow! Lucy, you're acting awful funny. Is anything wrong?
Wrong? What should be wrong? There's nothing wrong.
Well, you're acting so nervous. Oh, don't tell me you've got stage fright because you have to read your financial report to the girls.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, all you have to do is to tell them what Councilman Bradley said when he gave you the $325 for our uniforms. Give the check to the treasurer. The girls all get reimbursed $25 apiece. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, that's all there is to it, really. Viv, you better go make the coffee, dear.
Oh, yes, I better make the coffee.
Hello, Councilman Bradley? This is Captain Carmichael, the Danfield Volunteer Fire Department. Yes, sir. Well, we're having our meeting in a few minutes, and I'm going to make my report. So I was just wondering if by any chance you had a change of heart and decided it was your civic duty to reimburse us for our uniform. Yes, sir, I realize you've told me no a dozen times, but I want to be fair about this. This is your last chance. Yes, sir, but well, you can just forget about my vote in the next election.
Hi, Lucy. Hi, girls. Oh, so glad to see you all. Hi, darling. Now, just sit in place you want to. Find your places there. Oh, goodness, we all look so smart in our new uniforms, I can hardly stand it.
Too bad we can't wear them to fires.
Lucy, my husband Sherwood said to tell you he thinks our new uniforms are just great looking.
Oh, that's good.
My Elroy must think so, too. When I walked out the front door, he pinched me. He hasn't done that since last New Year's Eve.
Well, Harvey says I can buy all the clothes I want as long as the town council pays for them.
You know what, girls? These uniforms are so good looking, I'll bet we wouldn't mind paying for them ourselves.
They're not that good looking. Pay for them ourselves. Okay, sit down now. Let's get the meeting started. Come on, find your places, girls. All right, here we go.
You know what, girls? Instead of having a dull old meeting, why don't we just have some coffee and sit around and gossip, huh?
What will we gossip about? We're all here.
Oh, that's right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll leave and you can talk about me.
Oh, Lucy. Come on, just read your report so we can get our money. That's all I'm interested in.
Well, okay. The meeting will now come to order. Any old business? Any new business? The meeting stands adjourned. Get the coffee, Bill.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Oh, yeah. I forgot. When you get the coffee, get the donuts.
No, I mean your report.
Oh, by George, you're right. You know, Audrey, with your memory, we ought to make you a historian. Yeah, how about and say aye. Aye. Motion carried. Meeting adjourned. Get the coffee.
Just a minute. Lucy, I move that Lucy read her report.
I second the motion.
Aye. Well, it has been suggested that I read my report. Last week, your captain met with Councilman Bradley. He mentioned how much the town council appreciates the work we girls are doing as volunteer firefighters and formally commended us on the fine showing we made in the Founders' Day Parade. After thanking him, your captain presented a request for an aspiration to repay the volunteers for the purchase of their uniforms. Councilman Bradley said that under no circumstances would the council lay out 1 penny. We'd like to stand the cost ourselves. The report is up for approval. Do I hear any no's? Report approved. Who wants coffee?
Lucy, would you read that last part again? You talk too fast.
I don't talk too fast. You listen too slow.
I'd like to hear that last part, too. I couldn't understand one cotton-picking word.
I didn't get it either.
I'll read it to you. Councilman Bradley said that under no circumstances would the council lay out 1 penny, and we would have to stand the cost ourselves.
Do I hear any no's? Report approved. I'll get the coffee.
Wait just a second.
Are you trying to tell us we're $25 apiece?
Well, now, girls, $25 is not a fortune.
Well, it is to me. I've got 6 kids to buy shoes for.
I certainly never intended to spend $25 of my clothes allowance on this thing. I need a new dress.
Me too. I'm going to look pretty silly going to my daughter's wedding in this uniform.
Now, what happened? Before I read my report, you thought these uniforms looked great.
Well, they look crummy now.
Remember, Viv, we got whistled at.
Before I spend $25 to get whistled at, I'll go out in the kitchen and turn on the tea kettle.
Lucy, what happened to that big personal connection you had with Councilman Bradley? I thought you sat next to him at a dinner party and got very chummy.
Well, I did. I told him all about the volunteers and how we needed new dress uniforms, and he said we were doing splendid work, and to be sure and let him know if there was any little thing that he could do.
Then what happened?
Well, is it my fault if he thinks $325 is too big a little thing?
Oh, Lucy, you put all of us in a terrible spot. I know. You know the way she was going along.
Well, now, girls, now let's not panic. After all, well, we should be able to raise the money.
Now, just how do you propose that we raise $325?
Well, let's have a rummage sale.
We had a rummage sale last month. We worked like dogs and made $4.
$4. That's certainly what you think. I know. We'll sell cookies door to door.
And muscle in on the Girl Scouts?
I got it. We'll have a paper drive.
A paper.
Yeah, well, why not? Now, Little Jerry's school a couple years ago made oodles of money by collecting old newspapers. Now, we'll collect the newspapers, and we'll sell them to Don Sharp, the salvage man. He pays $10 a ton. And we'll make enough money to pay for the uniforms, and we may make a little profit.
But, Lucy, $10 a ton, we'd have to get at least 33 tons. That's hard work.
Besides that, where are we going to keep that many papers after we collect them?
We'll keep the papers right here, right out in our yard. Now, all those in favor say aye. Those opposed, no. The ayes have it. We'll have a paper drive. Get the coffee, Bill. Too late. Meeting adjourned.
Hurry up, fellas. It's really pouring. Oh, wouldn't you know it would rain the day we collect all these newspapers?
I've got to get home. I left my windows open.
Is this the last, Lucy?
Yeah, this is the last.
Don't bring any more in here.
Why not?
Just put them down and come on in. I'll show you. Put them down. Come on. There just isn't any more room.
Well, we can put something on these chairs.
I intend putting something on these chairs. Us.
Thank goodness I'm exhausted.
Mom? Here I am, honey.
Where are you?
Just keep following my voice. Here I am, dear.
Oh,
Come on
here you
through. Come on through.
Where's Jerry?
Here.
Come on, honey. I'll get you down. Thelma, is that you? Where are you?
I don't know. I'm lost.
If I could find the front door, I'd go home.
Well, what are you near?
Well, there are a lot of newspapers around me.
Swell. Look, just stay where you are. I'll send the boys to find you. Go on, boys. See if you can find her.
Lucy, I've added up your figures, and we've got 34 tons. Captain, we're over the top.
Oh, good.
Looks like we'll have enough to pay for the uniforms and put some extra money in the bank.
Hooray! Well, I guess your old captain knows a thing or two after all.
Goodbye.
Bye! Found her.
Come on, Lucy, call the salvage man right away.
Oh, okay. Anybody seen the phone lately?
I haven't seen that phone for a long time. It was over in there someplace the last time I saw it.
Which way?
Over.
Oh, here's the cord.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm gaining on it.
She's found it. Well, it looks like our old captain pulled us through again.
Yes, I guess that's why she's the captain and we're the crew.
Hello, Mr. Sharp. This is Lucy Carmichael. Remember 4 years ago I was chairman of the paper drive at the Danfield Elementary School? Uh-huh. And we sold you 18 tons of paper? Well, sir, I've broken my own record. I've got 34 tons for you this time. You what? Oh, Mr. Sharp, you can't be retired. Oh, well, don't misunderstand me, sir. I think you certainly do have the right to retire if you're 82. Yes, sir, but before you leave for St. Petersburg, could you give me the name of another salvage man in town? There isn't. But, Mr. Sharp, there's got to be another salvage man in Danfield. Well, thank you. Goodbye.
Lucy, are we stuck with 34 tons of damp newspapers in our living room?
You mean we did all this work for nothing and we're still out the money for our uniforms?
Lucy? Lucy? Now we know you're in there somewhere. Come on now, you've got to face us sooner or later.
Lucy!
You come out of there. Lucy, you come on out here. It looks like we'll just have to flush her out. Lucy?
Lucy!
Lucy? Lucille! Lucy! Come out of there, Lucy!
Lucy!
Come on, Lucy. Lucy, come on now.
Well, I tell you, Viv, there's just one thing to do. We've got to call the volunteers and call an emergency meeting.
That's a good idea. This kind of incompetence calls for drastic action. We'll have to hold a court-martial. The court-martial of Captain Carmichael is now in session.
Is this the fish market? Oh, hi, Ernie. This is Mrs. Carmichael. Say, Ernie, what are you wrapping your fish in these days? Oh, well, I happen to have a few old newspapers lying around. Oh, about 34 tons. Oh, well, if you hear of anyone in the next few minutes, let me know. Thanks, Ernie.
We'll see you now. March!
accusers. Captain Carmichael, you are hereby charged with gross neglect, inefficiency, ineptitude, and incompetence in the performance of your duties. As a result of which, each member has incurred a personal debt of $25, and we have 34 tons of worthless newspapers in our yard. Before we pass sentence, do you have anything to say in your defense?
Oh, gosh, gang, nobody's perfect.
In view of the charges, it has been decided that it would be to the best interest of the volunteer fire department if you were given a dishonorable discharge. Attention. Ex-Captain Carmichael. About face. About face. You will report at the firehouse promptly at 2 p.m. tomorrow and turn in your axe.
Oh, not my ass! Oh, please give me another chance. I'll never goof again, I promise. Audrey, how can you do this to me after all we've been through together? Remember how we stomped out those burning leaves behind the gas company? Thelma, can you ever forget the look on Grandma Sutton's face when we rescued her cat out of that tree? And Viv, you of all people, we're roomies.
You are dismissed.
Oh, Viv. Thelma. Audrey. Maybe it's the governor. Hello? Oh, hi, Ernie. Yeah, he did. He will? Oh, thanks. What? Oh, that's all right. Yeah, thanks a lot, Ernie. Guess what? Ernie says he knows a man over in Brewster that'll buy all our papers. Am I back in? Am I?
You're back in.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. There's just one little thing.
What's that? Yes, what's that?
Since Brewster's 23 miles away, they won't be able to come over here, so we'll have to rent a truck and take the papers over there.
You're back out.
If I rent the truck with my own money?
In that case, you're back in.
Oh, thank you. Then it's all settled.
You won't be needing those.
Why not? I'm back in.
You're back in as a private. If you rent the truck, and if you sell the newspapers to the man in Brewster, and if we feel like it, we may return you to Captain. If. Just a wave to him.
Hey, lady.
Yes, sir?
Where do you think you're going?
Right here.
Can't you read?
Oh, yes, sir. It says the Brewster Salvage Company.
You read that?
One way.
May I see your driver's license, please?
There you are.
We're strangers in town, officer.
Yeah, we're from Danfield.
Welcome to Brewster.
Thank you. You're not giving me a ticket, are you?
No, I'm not.
Oh, thank you.
I'm going to give you 2 tickets. Your driver's license expired 6 months ago. Now, better back that truck up, go around the block, and come in the right way.
Yes, sir. Oh, officer, I don't suppose, since we're right here where we were going, that you'd let me unload the newspapers first and then back out, would you? Well, it was just a thought. Ridiculous place to put an arch. In fact, I'm not too sure about this whole town. One-way streets, low arches, and crabby policemen. See? What?
That crabby policeman's here again.
You told me to go around the block.
Around the block, yes. Halfway down the block and through the alley, no.
What are you going to give me a ticket for this time?
Demolishing public property. This is a landmark.
Don't you ever go to bank holdups or anything?
This'll make it 3 of a kind. Now, I could give you a ticket for being uncooperative and another one for being a litterbug if you'd care to try for a full house.
No, thank you.
And let's clean this mess up, back out of here, go around the block, and come in the right way.
Yes, sir. Come on, Viv. Clean up this street. Pick it up and put it back there. Well, we finally made it.
Thank goodness. I thought we were going to spend the rest of our lives in the cab of that dump truck.
Yeah.
Oh, shall I put some money in the other parking meters?
What for? We're only parking one vehicle.
Are you the ladies from Danfield?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
I heard you were in the neighborhood.
Oh.
I'm Ben Cooper of Brewster Salvage Company.
How do you do,
how do
Mr.
you do?
Cooper?
Pleasure. If you'll step into my office, I'll write you out a check.
Yes, sir.
We'll unload your truck just as soon as the boys get back from lunch.
Good.
Okay.
Well, Viv, there it is. We can pay for all the uniforms.
Won't the girls be excited? I can hardly wait to get home and tell them.
Yeah. Hey, let's dump the newspapers ourselves and get out of here.
Okay.